Hello, my name is Mandy. I am with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today's class is Smart Plans Overview. Smart Plans are a system within your command that will actually help you send automated emails in bulk to more people than one, actually help you send bulk text messages automatically, create tasks for you automatically, and even create like call reminders and things like that. It's a pretty robust feature within Command. So we'll be doing an overview of that today so you can see an idea of what your command system can do and how to jump in and get started right away today. I'm going to show you some things like pre-made smart plans that you don't have to create from scratch. You can go ahead and jump in today and get started. So we'll be covering all of that today in class. If you're here with me live, you can definitely drop any questions or comments that you have in the chat. I'll try to get those answered for you in real time. If not, no worries. I'm going to stay a couple of minutes after class and help get those answered for you in case I did not catch all of them while I was teaching. If you're watching this on recording and you have any questions, you can always reach out to us via email. That email address is support@scottleroymarketing.com. Okay. All right. So again, Smart Plans, great system within your command. I'm actually going to just put one on the screen for you to give you an idea of what the basic building blocks are, because I feel like it'll make a little more sense as we move through class and I mention certain things for you. Okay. So your Smart Plans, they live right over here on the left. It's the fourth icon down. It's different than right here with your campaigns. Yes, you have an email campaign within your command that can send out bulk emails as well. But again, that smart plan is a full plan. It does more than just one-off emails. So if you have like an event to announce, like an open house or a just listed, something that's going to be kind of a one and done type thing, then maybe email campaigns is more suitable for that action that you want to take then. But Smart Plans, let me show you how robust and all the things that it can do for you. So you can click on Smart Plans tab right here. If you're not super familiar with the icons yet, always remember you can click that red square at the top. It will pop the names out for you, and you can click it again to hide them. And so this is your Smart Plans dashboard. Now we're going to go through all of this together in a few moments. Again, I just want to show you a basic Smart Plan just so you can see the building blocks, and we'll deep dive a little more in just a minute. So I'm just going to come up here to the Create button for Smart Plans and get us one started, again, just so that you can see. This is what a Smart Plan looks like when you're actually in it, working in it. On the left-hand side, you're going to see what we call building blocks or steps. So just like I mentioned earlier, you can actually have a smart plan create a task for you. Maybe it's an internal office task. You need to research something, find something on the GIS, maybe create a file folder or get some documents prepared for somebody. Think about that kind of idea. It will create tasks for you that will populate in your command and remind you when they're due. It will also help make a call reminder for you. This is a little different from a task because that call reminder will actually remind you to make the call. And once you do it and you mark it complete, it will give you an option to actually add in details. Did you have a conversation? What was it? Did you have to leave a message or did you get no answer? Things like that. The next basic building block is an email. This also gives you two different options, two different ways to send emails. One, just a super basic text email. Another way is a super graphic email with links, videos, images, all the things. So we'll deep dive into that soon. Also, send text messages for you. If you have a Twilio account linked to your command account, you'll be able to send bulk text messages to your contacts automatically. So this is huge leverage right here. Do know that this particular step is the one, though, that would require you get that additional Twilio account. The next building block is to add to a smart plan. You can actually have a smart plan, add your contacts, to another smart plan and kind of snowball from there just to keep the nurturing going, just to keep the touches to your database moving forward and continuing. So these are your building blocks on the left. Again, we'll deep dive in a minute. I just want you to have this visual. If you're a visual learner like myself, just wanted you to have this layout in your mind as we move through class so you can be like, oh yeah, those basic building blocks, those steps, these are those right here on the left. In the middle is what a smart plan looks like when you start building it out. It will look like a timeline vertically in the middle of your screen. And on the right, you will see details. But as you begin adding different tasks and building out your smart plan, over here on the right is where you'll be editing those steps. Okay. Now we're going to visit this shortly, but I just wanted you to have this general layout in your mind of what a basic smart plan looks like. This is what it looks like if you were to come in here and build one from scratch. We're going to do that before the end of class together. I'm going to X this out. And so now that you have a general idea of what an actual smart plan looks like, let's go over some prep work. Before you actually ever start in your smart plans, there's just a few things you want to check on within your command account to make sure they're set exactly like you want, right? Before you send any marketing out through command, you want to make sure everything looks okay. There's no way to unsend an email, right? At least through command. So you want to make sure that everything is as it should be. The prep work that we want to look at is a lot of your settings that are over here in the top right-hand corner. Click on your name and command and go into your settings right here. Vam, great question. So the question in the chat is, will Twilio account be needed even to test one contact? Even if you just want to text one contact, you will need a Twilio account through command. You can still use smart plans that have a text step in them, but if you don't have Twilio linked to command, the smart plan will just create a task for you to manually send that text out through your own mobile device. It won't send it for you. The only way it will send even a singular or bulk text is if you have that Twilio account linked to command. Okay. All right. So on your screen, we are in our settings. We're going to talk about this prep work really, really quick. If you've already been set up by us here at SLM, chances are these are already done for you. But again, just want to eyeball them really quick just to make sure, again, they're exactly up to date. First stop is let's scroll all the way to the bottom of the settings page and come right here to Command Email. Command Email is the platform that Command uses to send out bulk emails. While it does send out from an email address that is agent, a lot of numbers, at mailer.kw.com, and there's no way to change that. What you can control is the name that it shows that it's from and the email address that you would actually receive any replies from your consumers or from your contacts. So I'm going to show you a sample on your screen here really quick to show you just a little bit what I mean. Let me zoom it on in. Right here, while this email address, the from, cannot be edited, that's a specific email address from you and from your command. You can control the name that it shows from. And when someone replies to a smart plan email, you control what email address receives those replies. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off the screen. Let's go back to our settings and let me show you where you can actually control that part. It's right here in Command Email. You click Manage, scroll down to the bottom, and this is where you can edit the name. And below is where you can choose whichever email you want to be used for those replies. Okay? Choose whichever one you want. Make sure you click Save Changes at the end. Up here at the top, let's just visit this quickly while we're here. This lets you know how much of your allowance, your free allowance of emails that you've used each month. Each month, you will get 5,000 free email sends through Command Email. If you're working with a larger database, or maybe you find that SmartPlans is really generating some great returns from you, some referrals, building those relationships with your database, and you want to start leveraging them on a higher level, you may want to increase your subscription. So the first 5,000 every month is free. But if you ever want to increase that, you can click Manage Subscription right here and increase it if you ever choose to. Okay? Again, totally optional. You don't need to. You get those 5,000 free a month if you need them. So I'm going to click away from Command Email. The second place to go take a gander when you're looking at the prep work for a smart plan is the Twilio account. It also lives right here at the bottom of your settings page. And this is where you can come and click subscribe in Marketplace. It will let you preview the plans. I think they have one, guys, even for like less than $5 a month right now. So you definitely can do this. It's affordable on any budget. The leverage from it is huge. To be able to bulk text your contacts from within Command and not have to do that manually is a huge time saver. So definitely look into this if this is something you want to leverage. I'll be showing you a little later in class how you can even make it a little less robotic and make it a little more personal by sending those texts through Command and letting it leverage, let it carry that heavy weight for you, and save you that time. The next thing, the third thing to check in your settings will be your marketing profile. If you've been to any of our classes, you've probably seen this already, but I definitely want to show you where it lives, just so you know. Again, we clicked on your name at the top. We had already come to settings. And then when you're here on this applications and settings page, you'll just come right here to the left, connect settings, and marketing profile. Here on the marketing profile lives your bank of information that goes out on your command marketing. We're talking headshot, team logo, your basic details, name, license number. It also holds your bio and your contact information. It has your your market center information as well, your branding. And below that includes your legal footer, any legal text that you need, and your social platforms. If you have those referenced on the marketing profile, it will also appear on your command marketing that you send out. Okay. So you'll just want to make sure everything looks golden here. We have a tip video on our YouTube channel. If you need to walk through this step by step, it will show you how to edit all of this information. We also can help you here at SLM. If we work with your market center, we'll be happy to help you get this updated for you. So if you make any changes, just click save. And last but not least, there is a setting back here for smart plans, and you'll come over here to command settings on the left, smart plans, and time and date. So right here are two things that you want to look at just to make sure it's properly set up before you start smart plans. The first is the time zone. There is something called the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, the TCPA. You will see that a couple of times as we're moving through smart plans today. And that's where you can only text contacts between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. in your specific time zone. So it's important for you to come back here and set up your time zone within your settings. So you would choose this menu and choose whichever best applies to you. Once you do, just make sure to click Save Changes in the top right-hand corner. The second piece to look at back here are text date restrictions. There's been some changes. This is a newer feature in Command here, and some places do restrict when you can text certain people on certain holidays or Sundays. And so right here, you'll want to read this question. Do you have any contacts in your database from these particular states that it lists off? If yes, choose yes. And then it will ask you a couple of other questions about the states. The reason why is if you scroll down to see the chart, it will show you that Sundays are a restricted day. So if you had a smart plan and the step for the text message to go out was set to trigger on a Sunday, having this set up in your command would allow that smart plan to hold that text until the next viable day, and then it would send it for you. It'll start automatically. It keeps you in compliance. It keeps you from breaking these compliance rules. So you'll want to come in here, make sure you answer this question. If you don't know, maybe you really solicit or have a huge sphere of contacts, and they could very well be from more than one or one of these states. Then you can choose unknown, and it would restrict the smart plan text from going out on Sundays and federal holidays. The system will just automatically know it, and it will make sure it holds that text until the next day. Okay? Again, make your two choices for these two questions and save changes when you're done. Okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions as we move along. You can definitely drop them in the chat here. I'll be happy to help get those answered for you. Now that we've gone over the prep work, let's go back to our Smart Plans tab and do kind of a general overview of what that tab has to offer. So I'm just coming right back over here to the Smart Plans tab. And let me just first address this giant blue banner right here in the middle of the page. It's just letting us know that our Twilio account is not connected. If you have one connected, more than likely you don't see this blue banner. But we don't have one, so this is a demo account. If you don't have a Twilio account connected, you can always come right here and choose either learn more, or it'll take you right to the subscription and the plans in KW Marketplace that I showed you in settings. If you don't want to get one, which again, 100% okay, it is optional, you can just go ahead and close that blue banner. It may continue to populate a couple of times for you, but eventually it will go away. So this is our Smart Plans, what we call our dashboard. At the top, you'll see that we have My Smart Plans, which we're on. You can tell by it being highlighted in teal and having the teal underline. Your Smart Plans are the ones down here that you've either created from scratch, like a custom Smart Plan, or you've downloaded them from the library right here. We'll be jumping into the library deeper in just a few moments, but that's where other KW associates and leadership have actually created smart plans and published them for all KW to use. It's a great resource. This is the part where I said you don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to start from scratch. I'll show you this today so you can go ahead and get started with some great proven smart plans today and start implementing them with your database. On the My Smart Plans tab, you do have a search bar here to help search through your smart plans. If you have a lot like us, you can see we have 157 down here at the bottom. And you'll notice now we have two tabs. So on the left, these are people plans, short for these are smart plans that go out to your command contacts or your command database. We believe in the future that there will be an update to smart plans where maybe the smart plans would be aimed or based off of your opportunities, which would be huge. So we hope that's coming eventually, and that's why they have distinguished this for being just people plans. But this shows you again all the smart plans you have down here that you've either created or downloaded from the library. The next tab is published. These are any plans that you've created and you've gotten great return out of them, or you think they would be an asset to other KW associates, and you can publish them to also share them with other associates through the library. So this tab right here will show you those smart plans that you've created, shared with the library. You can even see their ratings and everything, how many times they've been downloaded. Some pretty cool stuff. So going back to the people plans right here, let me just explain the columns a little bit to you. In the name column, notice as soon as I hover that a little caret shows up or an arrow, whichever you call it. So you can sort by clicking on the name column and it will sort them in alphabetical or reverse alphabetical order. You will see that on each of the columns down here. So you can choose how you're sorting them. I'm going to sort this back in alphabetical. There we go. You have the name of the smart plan. You can hover over it to show you the full name. Notice we have another caret here. If you haven't learned in Command yet, whenever you see this, it generally means there's a hidden menu. So you can click it. And what this does is actually give you a little preview, a little pop out of what that smart plan is to kind of give you a refresher. So this is a test smart plan, and it looks like what we did is created 4 steps. On day 1, this smart plan sends an email for you. On day 6, about a week later, it would create a touch task for you, the agent, to do. Next day, another task. And then on day 8, it would actually add those same contacts to another smart plan on your behalf. So if you want to see the preview, you can just click those little carets on the left of the smart plan name. The next column, contacts. If a smart plan is down here on your My Smart Plans tab, they are sitting here, but they are not active. These right here that show 0 contacts, they are what we would call deactivated. They're just sitting here. They're not doing a lick of anything. If you had contacts to a smart plan, adding contacts to a smart plan activates that smart plan. That means that contact just started on step 1 of that smart plan and will begin moving through the entire plan. It's okay to come back. Like you can see, this particular smart plan is active. We've got 3 contacts on it. Maybe we want to add some more contacts to it. You can add as many contacts as you want at any time to any smart plan, and they will start on step 1. You don't have to worry, like maybe you added these contacts yesterday and now you want to add some more contacts. You do not have to worry about them starting in like the middle of a smart plan. Whenever you add contacts, they will start at the beginning, step 1 of that smart plan, and roll all the way through. Okay? We'll get into the scheduling of smart plans a little bit later, but I want to make sure that you understand at any time you can add contacts to a smart plan and activate it. And anytime you add any additional contacts, they will start at the beginning and move through the entire plan. They won't miss anything. Right here, you have a little eyeball. You can click on that if you want to see the contacts that are currently on that smart plan. And let's say you started a smart plan, realized it was the wrong thing. Maybe there's a typo, whatever reason, and you need to stop it immediately. You could literally just come right here and remove all and confirm. And by doing so, it deactivates that smart plan, which means it would look like these guys with 0 contacts on them, and it would just be sitting here like a bump on a pickle. It wouldn't be doing a thing. Okay? So that's how you can activate and deactivate a smart plan. Activating it is adding contacts. Deactivating is removing all of your contacts. I'll show you before the end of class how you can actually add contacts to a smart plan. There's more than one way to do it. The max number you can add in one lump sum is up to 500. You can add a gazillion contacts to a smart plan. There's no max number, but the biggest chunk that you can add them in is 500 at a time. B, I see your hand raised. If you would just go ahead and drop the question or comment that you have in the chat, and I'll be happy to try to help get that answered for you as we move through. All right. And so over here in the next column is the created date. That's when the smart plan was created. Duration and total touches. Duration is the length of that smart plan, the distance, the time between step one and the last step. So this is like my quarterly call plan. This creates one task or a call reminder for you, the agent, once a quarter for any contacts that you have added to this plan. But then after 90 days, on day 91, it repeats itself and starts over. So the duration of this smart plan is 91 days. It will cycle around every quarter. Okay. Total touches, that's different than the steps that you have in a smart plan. Total touches is how many times do you directly interact with that contact. So, like if you had steps on a smart plan that were just tasks for internal things for you to do as an agent, those aren't considered touches because you're not directly interacting with the person, right? But if you had an email, a text, a call reminder. Those would all be touches because you're directly interacting with that contact. So, looking at the total touches for a smart plan will let you know how many times you're actually interacting with your contacts and help you determine if you actually want to use that smart plan or not. We have some action buttons over here in the right, which we will get into in just a little bit. The first icon does show you how to add contacts. But remember when I said you could do it multiple ways? If you use this little icon to add contacts to your smart plan, it's a little cumbersome. You can only do it, I think, in chunks of about 20 at a time. So if you're trying to add a lot, it can be a time waster. So I'll show you a better way, but you do have a little guy right here. If at the last minute or on the fly, you just need to add somebody. You have an edit pencil where you can come in and edit those smart plans, make changes, rearrange things. Bia actually just put in the chat, can you make corrections or changes while a smart plan is active? And B, it's actually not a straight answer. The answer is sometimes. And the reason is because some items would be able to be edited while it is still active, while other items not so much. Which brings me to these three dots right here. You have three dots here where you can make a copy of a smart plan, publish it to the library, or delete it. So you can duplicate a smart plan so that you can go in and fix changes, do whatever it is you want to do, and then you can add contacts to that one and delete the original or deactivate the original. You do have to do that in some cases, B, when they are an active smart plan. We'll get into editing and changes in a little bit, and hopefully it'll help further explain what you can and can't do. But there are some things that are limited once your smart plan is active, and you'd either have to make a copy of the smart plan in order to make those changes, or you'd have to just remove everybody from the smart plan, make the changes, and then restart. Okay. So that is just an overview here of your Smart Plans dashboard. And I already showed you earlier that create button that sits at the top right. At any point, you can click that and create your own custom smart plan from scratch, whatever you want to do. A great example, in my opinion, to do is create a custom smart plan that would just be a single email. It goes out immediately on step one, and maybe it's just a quick introduction of yourself. This would be something to set your command system up to send automatically when you receive a lead. Think about when you receive leads in from your website or maybe some paid ads that you're running. Whatever it is, you get a lead. That lead's information is populated in your command system. You can set it up to where this smart plan would immediately start for leads and send them that email that says something like maybe, hey, I'm so and so. Watch your phone. I'll be calling you very shortly. But until we connect, here's some free resources to help you get started in your search. And maybe it's a link to your KW app that they could go ahead, create their own account, and begin searching for properties. Meanwhile, they're all branded to you and You get Big Brother access within Command because you get to see every single house that they look at and favorite, and you're the only agent that shows for every single listing. So, just an idea there of what a custom smart plan would look like and how easy it is to create that and get it set up. Okay. We'll be coming back here to the Smart Plans dashboard in a moment. I want to show you that library that I've been mentioning. So let's go up here to the library tab and we're going to review this in general. And then I'm going to show you some great ones back here to get started with today. So here with the library, you'll notice that we have smart plans listed and they're kind of horizontal. As I scroll quickly through, you can see the different sections. You have arrows over here where you can scroll through. Okay. Each square that you're seeing is a smart plan. You see the name of the smart plan. Right here, you can see the duration. This one lasts 31 days. It has one touch. It gives you a little description of what the smart plan does, how many times it's been downloaded, what the reviews have been, who the author is, and then right down here, you can go ahead and add this smart plan directly into your My Smart Plans tab so you can start using it. Or if you still have some questions, you can click View Steps and it will show you the steps for this particular smart plan. As you can see on your screen here, it gives you that little preview again, right? Shows you the different steps. So on day one, this smart plan creates a call reminder for you. It will trigger immediately. The call reminder will even include that contact's first name, last name, and phone number. And then on day 31, it repeats itself. So the smart plan's named monthly call plan. So essentially, any contacts you add to this smart plan, your system will create a call reminder for you every single month for you to continue to stay in contact with those folks. It's a great leverage so that you don't have to worry about dropping the ball or forgetting somebody or not getting to your calls, right? So that's what the little preview when you click view steps is. Okay. And so as we move through, you can see this first section is featured, and you can click horizontally to look through those featured ones. Next section is Keller Williams authored plans. I'm going to circle back to this in just a second, but these smart plans right here, guys, look how many times they've been downloaded. Oodles. These are tried and true smart plans. They're authored by KW themselves. They are ready to go. So I'll show you some great ones in that bunch in just a minute. Moving on down, you have top rated ones. There's 3,000 of these, but you can come here and see who have got the most or the highest ratings. I mean, these have over 300 5-star reviews. That's amazing. So you can come here, check out these smart plans, see if it's something that you want to start leveraging with your database and move forward. But just the opposite, you have a what's new section down here. These are the new ones. These are the untried and don't know if they really work ones. But if you like to pioneer and you like to be on the cutting edge, this may be the section you want to come look in. You might want to try something that nobody else has tried and maybe give some good feedback or tweak it to use it for yourself. So definitely come down here and check these out as well. At the top of the library, you'll notice that we have a search bar and you can search by smart plan name, author name, or description. Maybe there's something you want to try, but you're not sure if it's even out here yet. You could use the description to search for that. And then you have filters over here that are really great. You can choose the duration, how long you want the smart plan to run. If you know a particular author that is just, I mean, creating some great smart plans, you can go ahead and put the author's name here and search. Maybe you want to choose something that has a lot of touches that's like hyper interactive with your database to get those relationships to start growing quickly. You can choose this. And downloads, you want something that's been downloaded a lot, maybe. or you want a particular rating. You can come down here and choose. Maybe you only want to see 5-star reviews. Once you set your filters, just go ahead and click filter results, and then it will show you the smart plans over here that fit that description that you've set. You also have some categories over here in the far right. It's essentially the ones that we just looked through: featured, most used, top rated, and newest. So you can sort by those as well. Now that we did our general overview of the library, let me hit some highlights here for you guys that I think are worth checking out, especially today as you get started. I'm going to come down to the KW authored smart plans right here and just point out a couple to you. This biweekly neighborhood nurture. Also, if I click right, you can see monthly neighborhood nurture. This is a smart plan that sends an automated email to your contacts each month if you choose the monthly one, or if you do the biweekly option, it goes out every 2 weeks. But the content's already created. It pulls neighborhood market stats, shows them what current listings are available in those neighborhoods, and details like the walkability of the neighborhood. Are there any features in the neighborhood like restaurants, schools, places of interest? So, again, the content already created. Everybody in your database could benefit from this information. They either currently own property or might be purchasing property in the future, or maybe they're just looking to move into another neighborhood. Even if they're renters, the neighborhood stats would benefit them. So everybody in your database could benefit from a monthly neighborhood nurture or a biweekly neighborhood nurture email. There are a couple of prep steps to do, so be sure to check out the tip video on our YouTube channel if this is what you're looking to set up. There's a couple of things you want to do with your contacts to get them ready for that neighborhood nurture smart plan. The other couple of items that I want to show you for KW authored smart plans is this one right here for birthdays, and they have one for home anniversaries. These are the only two smart plans available currently that are coded correctly to pull from the exact date that you have on your command contacts. So those particular smart plans, the birthday and the home anniversary that it's authored by KW, will trigger that smart plan based on the exact birthday or the exact home anniversary that you have on file for those contacts. Okay. There are other smart plans that will tell you all day long that they are birthday and home anniversary smart plans. Please test them on yourself first. We have so many situations where agents will send a happy birthday email to their entire database on the same day. So you got to be careful. These particular home anniversary and birthday smart plans right here, you can add the contacts all day long to that smart plan, but they won't start interacting with that contact until essentially like 1 week before their birthday. 1 week before the birthday, it will give you a reminder to go ahead and either purchase a gift or send a card by mail. And then, like the day before, tells you to go text the person or call the person, and start making contact with them the day before and the day of their birthday. Similar with their home anniversary as well. But again, it pulls from that exact date. So definitely check on that. Okay. Diedrich is asking a question. B, I will get that question after class, but Diedrich is asking, can you test to see the content you like to send to the database? Yes, 100%. Add yourself as a contact in your command database and add yourself to the smart plan first. Another way, when we jump into editing a smart plan in just a couple of minutes, I'll show you how you can view what that smart plan is too. That way you can kind of see the content before you send it, especially if you're grabbing it from back here in the library, guys. As wonderful as it would be that everybody would be perfect every single time mistakes are made. So when you're grabbing a smart plan that another agent has created, you'll want to make sure that their branding is not in it, that it is actually set up to show your branding. So, yes, you will definitely want to go through them with a fine-tooth comb when you first download them from the library to make sure that they don't have any other agent's information or typos. That was about it for the Keller Williams authored smart plans. I want to show you a few of ours here at Scott Leroy Marketing. You can come up here to the search bar and choose author name and enter Scott Leroy. By the way, our last name for Leroy, that is 2 words, so you'll put a space to pull them correctly. And we actually have 25 smart plans back here that you can choose from. Definitely encourage you to start exploring them. If you were set up by us here at SLM, then you've already been added to the 30-day new KW agent challenge, which creates a task for you each of your days for your first 30 days that you're new with KW, just to get you familiar with your command and get you set up. So that's one of them. But down here at the bottom, you can see that we have a newsletter every single month that we issue. And you can come down here and grab our latest newsletter. The content is already created for you, and you can add your entire database to the newsletter, and it will go out for you every single month. Now, you'll need to do it each month at this time. It's not automatic, so it won't automatically send, June and July for you. But each month you can come in here, grab the smart plan, and send it to your contacts if you would like, or just email us. Tell us you want it to send to either your whole database or maybe just contacts with a certain tag, and we can get that set up for you and send it out on your behalf. Okay? We also have it as a blog too, and we can add it to your website as a new blog each month. Just FYI. So that is one of the smart plans that we have back here. I'll highlight another one. This farming roadmap is pretty robust, guys. This is a 100-day smart plan for you as an agent, for you to become an expert and begin farming a specific neighborhood so that you become a local expert and can really dig deep and start farming an area and get out all of those leads and referrals and business in a particular area. It teaches you to saturate that area and for you to become an expert in that particular market. So this also may be one that you want to come and check out again. It's a 100-day smart plan to help you become an expert in a particular market and also farm it. Okay. So we're actually going to stop right there as far as the library goes. You can come back here and deep dive the more that you want. I'm going to reset my filters here and come back up to the KW Smart Plans, and I'm just going to show you how to make sure you add the Smart Plan over here to your My Smart Plans. We'll grab this 8x8 new contact engagement and click Add Smart Plan. It will ask you if this is what you want to do. Notice that this particular smart plan links to the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. This means that during the smart plan, it adds your contacts to another smart plan. So you can go ahead and download, and it will add those to your My Smart Plans tab. If you already have them, did you see that pop up in the bottom right? It shows you that you've already got it. So you can come and change the name of the smart plan if you want. We've already got it. We're not going to do it. But now you should see the smart plan over here under My Smart Plans tab, and you can go ahead and get started with editing that and adding your contacts. Okay. Let me show you, let's see the monthly, or let's see if we have the 8x8 in here. There it is. My 8x8 new contact engagement smart plan we were just looking at. You can come over here and click the edit pencil to get in here and really look at what it's sending out to folks. So this first step, remember the left is building blocks. The center will be the smart plan that's built out. So you can see there's a step on day 1. It waits 7 days, and then day 8, it creates a task. Waits 7 days. On day 15, it will give you a call reminder. Wait 7 more days. On day 22, it will send a text for you. And so it looks like somebody's edited this and it deleted the smart plan that it's supposed to send to. I'm going to fix this really quick so it'll look correct. If I didn't already pass it, there he is. Okay, so there we go. So right here, wait 7 days again. So you can see each week, this has a touch. It's an 8 by 8, which means you contact that person and have engagement with them 8 times over 8 weeks. And so that's what you're seeing here, making a call, sending a text, creating a task for you, and then it ends. And if it ends, then it just removes the contact from the smart plan. You can add a repeat. You can make it repeat itself and move that person through the smart plan again. Also, up here at the top, you can click on the particular steps, and this will show you what the content is. So, Diedrich, this is what I was telling you about. You can come in here, click the pencil to edit a smart plan, and it will allow you to see the content that's actually in the smart plan. So you get to see what that text says. See the little green, I don't know if you can tell that those are in teal, but it's merge tags. So it shows you contact first name, contact last name. Hey, it's has the agent's first name, has the agent's last name, from, and a team name if you have one. Would love to grab coffee sometime. Let me know your schedule looks like in the next few days. If we had Twilio connected, this text would go out automatically to the contacts, and that's what it would say. Notice here it gives you the big pop-up again that if you don't have Twilio connected, it won't send it out. It will just create a task for you to manually send that text from your own personal device. So you can move through these and click on each step so that you can see what it includes, this task. It will show you the task name. It will pull, using those merge tags, it will pull the data from those contacts. So each task created will show you the contact it's for and can even include like the contact's email and things like that, details from that contact profile so that when you're working on your tasks, you have all the data right there at the tip of your fingers. You don't have to keep toggling back and forth, looking in your contacts to find the details that you need to complete the task. So this is how you would click through, look at it. You can click the pencil up here at the top if you need to come in here and make any changes to the text or the content. And you can even delete some if you want with the red trash can. Now, typically, this is a KW authored smart plan, and typically KW has a giant blue box over here on the right telling you what you can and cannot edit. I'm actually going to leave this and go grab a different KW authored smart plan so that I can show you what this looks like. We'll grab the neighborhood nurture right here. I'll click pencil. This is the blue box I was thinking about. B, this is more in line with what you were asking on your first question about changes and corrections. KW also will limit how much you can edit in a smart plan, and it shows you what cannot be done and then also what can. So there are some limitations. The KW authored smart plans, they're built to be tried and true so that you can go ahead and get started immediately. There's not a big need to edit it in the first place. But it does limit you when it's KW authored. If it's a custom smart plan, you can edit it all day long. But if it's an active custom smart plan, you may also see some things that you can't edit while it is active. Um, Leah, this recording will be on our YouTube channel by the end of business today, Eastern Standard Time. However, the archive is already there. So if you want to go to our YouTube channel, you can find the class archive. Just look for the most recent one. We teach it each month, so there should be one that's only a few weeks old. Make sure to grab that most recent one. Um, let's see that question. Stephanie, if you don't have a team, do you need to go in and remove the team? That merge tag that said team name, if that's what you're referring to, yes, you can go in there and remove that 100%. All right. So we've looked over what a basic smart plan looks like. We've looked over your dashboard and your library, shown you how to download the already created smart plans, how to get those started. I showed you how to remove contacts from a smart plan if you need to deactivate it. I'm going to quickly show you here how to add contacts to a smart plan and get it scheduled. And then I'll wrap up our last couple of minutes in class going back into that custom view of a smart plan. I want to show you something special about the email and the text options to make it more personal and less robotic. Okay. So to add contacts to a smart plan, you have the buttons right here. You can add a contact individually here. It also will only allow you to add them 20 at a time. You would have to select all, add to a smart plan for 20, and then restart again. Click it, add 20 at a time. It is very time consuming, not the most efficient way. A second way to add contacts is to click this pencil. And when you're in the smart plan over here on the right, you can add contacts. It's going to be the same thing though. You're going to be limited to 20 at a time. While I'm here, trigger tags. I don't think I mentioned this yet. You can add a particular contact tag to your smart plans. And then as you move forward, any contacts that you add that tag to in your database, they will automatically be started on your smart plan immediately. It's called a trigger tag. So those are really helpful. Remember when I said if you had a lead, it'd be great to have a custom smart plan that had an introductory email that you send out. You could just create a particular tag like lead or something like that, add the trigger tag to your smart plan right here, and then any future contacts that you add that particular lead to, they'd automatically be started on the smart plan. So that's two ways to add contacts right here with this button, the other button I showed you, or if you had added a trigger tag to the contact, excuse me, if you had added a trigger tag to the smart plan, you could just go add tags to your contacts and they could be started on the smart plan. But the most efficient way is to go to your contacts tab, use your filters to find the contacts that you want to add to that smart plan. Come right here and make sure you're showing up to 500 contacts at a time. That means 500 contacts would be listed here on the first page. You'll select all, and the hidden action button would show right here, and you can choose Add to Smart Plan. When you add to a smart plan, this drawer will open up, and you get to choose the smart plan you want to add them to. We'll just grab our little guy that we were going to do today. And this is where you schedule a smart plan. There's three options. The top option, start right now. This means all the contacts would start on step one right now. The second option is to start on a specific date that you can choose from the calendar. The third option is a stagger start. If you are adding 500 or more contacts to a smart plan, please keep in mind if there are tasks within that smart plan for you, the agent, like a task to follow up on the social media. Maybe it's a call reminder task for you to call them. You do not want to come in tomorrow to 500 call reminders. You will not get it done in a day, right? So you will want to stagger start those contacts, and this allows you to add them in chunks. So let's say you were going to add 500, but you could stagger start, say 25. So today 25 would start on the plan, tomorrow 25 more, the next day 25 more, and your system would continue adding them day by day in chunks until it adds all 500 for you. So please be mindful. Choose the stagger start to help yourself. So choose whichever you want to do. Click the TCPA disclaimer at the bottom that you've read it and you're familiar. and then confirm. It will let you know. That's funny. I chose the smart plan that we didn't add any steps to. Let me grab our next one. Okay. So I grabbed our next smart plan. This is another great thing to show you. If your contacts do not have the right information, like this smart plan has an email step, the contacts we're trying to add to it don't have email addresses. That means it won't work. So I can go ahead and choose to add them to the plan anyway. That means any steps other than an email step within that smart plan will still be effective for that person. They just won't receive the email. Or you can choose to go ahead and remove those contacts that don't have any email addresses. It's your choice. We'll add to plan anyway. Schedule, choose your TCPA disclaimer, and click confirm. Gets a little banner letting you know that that smart plan will now be started, and you should start seeing in that contacts timeline where those steps are being completed as they move through that smart plan. Last but not least, let's travel back to our Smart Plans tab really quickly. I just want to go into that custom plan again to show you the details for the text and the email step so that you can see the different ways to do this. The email step, you just drag and drop if you're wanting to build that custom smart plan. And right over here on the right, you have simple or designs email. Simple, the one that you're building here, is exactly what it sounds like. It is only the text that you enter in this box. You have merge tags that you can choose from, like contact's first name to make it personal. And you can enter whatever you need to right here. But you would also need to add your email signature because it's a simple email, does not include your email signature. You would need to put that in here. But you have a designs option as well. This is where you get to select one of your designs from within Command. If you haven't explored Command Designs yet, please check out that class as well. You can come in here and build a Command Design template for an email that has images, videos, links, listings, all the things. It would be a very robust and beautiful email to send, very graphic, and have a lot of options and value to give to your clients. So definitely come in here. You can check out the email templates if you don't want to create them from scratch. Um, this is what one might look like. It would have the email signature for you. It has your branding at the top, images. You can add again the videos and things like that. Just save and close when you're done, and you can use these designs on a design email. Take one more quick second here to show you. Oh, let me cancel that and add the text. With texting, if you have a Twilio account, you have two options, static and dynamic. Static texting means you get to choose what text they receive, and every single time the contact rotates through the smart plan, they will get that same text each time. But you can choose dynamic, write up to 6 different texts, even have merge tags in them as well, so you can make it personal, use your emojis. Every time the contact rolls through this smart plan and reaches the text step again, the system knows that it's already received the first text, so it would start them on the second one. The next time, the third text, the next time, the fourth text, and so on, so that it's less robotic and more personal because it looks like a different personal text each time that contact is on the smart plan and moving through. Okay, so just wanted you to see that those are here. We have tip videos on our YouTube channel that will show you how to build a custom smart plan if that's what you're looking to do, or you can grab any of those that I showed you in the library today and go ahead and get started. We've reached the end of our class today. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. If you're here with me live, you can drop any of those questions in the chat. I'll be happy to go back through them and help get them answered. If you're watching this on recording and you have any questions, you can reach out to us by email. That's support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.